What's up guys, I'm PawsBuild and welcome to a new Planet Zoo franchise mode series where we're going to be building a cozy winter zoo. This zoo is going to be located in Antarctica and should form another wonder of the world. With Santa's workshop located in the North Pole and our zoo located in the South Pole, I feel like we're covering the world pretty well between us. And we've done a few franchise mode series on the channel before, so I feel like it's time for us to upgrade to hard difficulty, and I actually genuinely have no idea what this entails, so that'll be fun. I hope you enjoy this series. Let's start the video. And as our Highland cattle enjoy this beautiful new dawn, I've realized they're not all in here, so we need to just move a few over from quarantine that have hopefully passed now. Yeah, there's 2 in here. Let's move you across as well. And then we should have 10 in this habitat. Yeah, we've got 8 right now, so yeah, perfect. That is 10. We've also got a few alerts on the side, so I just want to check that these are right. Okay, quarantine has been dealt with. Guessing tickets are underpriced is a good thing, and high amounts of litter isn't, but we did just deal with that. So we've got our caretakers. We just added a couple new caretakers. Let's put the ticket price up, though. I'm thinking 25 and 12 should be reasonable. They still want to go on the train loads, and they still think it's good value, so maybe the train is like 250 or something instead. And that should help offset the cut. Yeah, oh, wow, the cost. The potential yearly income has gone up loads. Wow, okay. So we could even stand to make a profit potentially at some point, because it basically costs us, we earn back over half of what we spend on it now. And I thought it was just going to be a loss, non-negotiable loss the entire time. And we've bred a habitat species, so we've got the reward for that. And we've released one into the wild. That'll be our reindeer babies. So let's claim both of those. That's a bit of money. Don't mind that at all. And we're almost there for this one as well. 3.7 out of 4 stars. We could do with a bit more marketing, but I suppose now we've got the money. Do we still have our ad campaign running? Yes, we do. We've got cereal box adverts. I'm thinking maybe we could carry on with these. How much money do we earn, though? We're not earning that much money. I'm going to see how it goes. We've just gone into a new year, so actually this is probably... We probably are earning quite a lot of money. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to go too crazy. We've got our new Highland cattle have just arrived. Look at these guys running around. Please suggest names for these in the comments, and we will rename them. Have no fear. We just need some... We need to let them settle in first. And it also looks like the inspector's just leaving. Ooh, they didn't like our cleanliness there. But they liked all of the habitats. They gave us like 5 stars for everything. Oh, this is probably our like paths and stuff they didn't like the cleanliness of. Okay, well that's understandable. Our education could be better, and actually could. We need to sort out our education. So I think what we're gonna do. Oh, what's this? Oh, request the keeper. We need these keepers to be a bit more on it, a bit better trained up. We've got 2 in the ice cave, and they are saying that they're more efficient in their workload now. The Christmas market area has, like, 1 keeper does this fine, because there's only 2 habitats here. This is quite a lot, especially as we've added this one, so we do need another keeper, to be honest. Up here, we need a new work zone. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll hire the keeper now, and then this keeper will become the keeper that works on the new work zone. For now, we'll whack them on the ice cave, and they can help out. But they will become the first keeper in the next area. And then we need another educator. So let's get a second educator as well. So our new educator, what's your name? Where are you? I think this is Garfield. No, this is Whitney. You're going to work on the zoo. I'm thinking educator-wise, it might be an idea to set up a tour. So if we get a tour point, they're very cheap. We can start putting these in and then create a tour. And I'm thinking if we've got 1 educator that works down here, generally in this work zone, they could do the tour and do a couple of tours. Because all it is the sloth and the reindeer. Or we combine these 2. Oh my goodness. There was an animal dehydrated and then it drank immediately. Or we combine the tours up here. It's just they've got to do a lot of moving around. I think it's better that 1 educator stays down here. So maybe we do just have... We have 1 educator that walks around down here. That if they're not on a talk, they'll just educate people generally. What is going on here? You're starving, but you're eating. They must just be... It's the lack of keepers, I think. But we've just put another one in, so it must be that everyone is getting fed, but they were at, like, maximum need as it went off. What we're going to do is we're going to hire a few more educators. You guys can leave because everyone is fine. She's eating. She's fine. Leave Zara alone. Our new educator is going to work in the Christmas market because they're not really needed as much. We're going to have one educator that just works in the ice cave, and we're going to make sure that all of these talk points line up time-wise. So this tour is in April. We may as well just start this one to be like January so we know. So January, they're going to do a talk here. Do they have a talk on the butterflies? I think they do. This is now going to be March that we do this, though. So we've got a couple of months there. And then I think we'll give them a little bit of a break. And then they can do the grizzly bear one. So the grizzly bear is going to be done. So if they've done that in March, we'll give them let's give them 3 months. Have this one go in July. And then they can do these as well. So this one can be in August. So this one could be in September. And where's the other one? Oh, right next to it. September, and then maybe... we could just give this to November. I tell you what, let's do September, October, because they're right next to each other. And then they've got a couple of months to go heal up as well, or, you know, go rest up, and then they can go back. So all of these can be done in one sitting. I'm going to leave this tour point here because no one actually needs it. It doesn't need to be put in a work zone. In fact, I'm just going to not assign it for now. No one is going inside. I'm a little bit concerned. Do I need to, like, select the habitat? Oh, is that why? No, there is. It is there. It is selected. Why are you not going in? No one is entering this. It's a bit concerning. Is the gate the wrong way? Let's try. We've just replaced it. Maybe that'll work. Because you can go in. Ah, now it's working. I think it was just a little bug there, a little glitch. Perfect. Everyone's going inside now. Awesome. Okay. So the education isn't going to get sorted out up here, but that's fine. And we've got our best educator. I'm going to assign them to the... Oh, I have assigned them to the ice cave, so they can do this big set of talks. I'm going to train up the new one to do the Christmas market. And then we're going to hire another educator to do a tour. So let's hire another educator. And then we need to set up a tour. So facilities, tour point. Where do we want to start our tour? Probably in the market. This is actually looks like a good spot to start. So they can start here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one of these tour points to every animal that we want to go see. I don't know if we can put them inside the habitats, but I'm assuming we can for these. So I'm going to put one in here and see what happens. Oh, and I'm also going to just replace any vandalism that I see as we go around. Okay, and now I've put them all in. We're still getting another challenge here. I think we've got a new one. Release 7 Markhors into the wild. Okay, we can do that. Okay, let's open the tour manager. We're going to have to make a new tour. So I'm going to click add a tour here. This is going to be tour 1. That's fine. And then we can select the tour start. It's going to be here. And then we can select our points. Now, I think I might actually duplicate this and have... Maybe we take them around here. But we want them to shop in the market as well. I think I want this tour to kind of like loop around and then come back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like an intermission in here as well. Another tour point there, and then we can have our tour end here. Okay, so now if we open the tour manager, we can select the points. So the tour end is going to be here. We can confirm that as well. And then we're going to select the points that we want to go on. So firstly, I think we go... Should we go see the reindeer first? No, let's go see the sloths first. They've seen the reindeer on the way in. They're going to go see the sloths. Then they're going to go see the reindeer. Then they are going to go up here, up the stairs, and they're going to go see the Markhor and the Takin. I'm not sure if we need a tour point for each. We can kind of see that as we go around. I don't think you assign them to an animal, but we'll delete it if you don't. Then we're going to have a little intermission here, so we can stop. They can do some shopping. And then we carry on. They're going to see the grizzly bears. Then they're going to come around here and see the butterflies. It's a good tour so far, I think. Then they're going to come around here, see the spectacled bear. And then, in fact, I think I might take them off. I think they're going to have an intermission first. Then they're going to see the spectacled bear. I'm going to move that tour point to, like, up here. And then they're going to come down, have another intermission. And perhaps we need to space them out a little bit better so we can work out that. Maybe it's better that they have an intermission here first. And then they're going to have the end. So if I confirm that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and rename all the tour points so we know what it is. I'm just going to call this tour point start, tour point end. And then I'm going to say tour point and then the name of whatever it is so we can work out what we want to do with it as we go. And also assign them to a type. So if we look at the tour point in the sloth habitat, I'm going to say tour point sloth. It's an animal talk. That's the type. Oh, yes. And you do have to select an animal. So we're going to go for the brown-throated sloth. So I'm going to do this for all of them to make sure that they're doing the right thing. Okay, so we've done all of them. Now if we go into the tour manager, we should be able to select the points and have a look. So we start with the sloth, then we go to the reindeer. Maybe at that point we have a little intermission. So we take this one from the end and we have them do that. We could even end the tour like earlier if we wanted to and like have it end up there. Maybe that's better. So they have the intermission, so sloth, reindeer, and then intermission. They can go to the toilet, they can get some snacks. Then we're going to go up here. They're going to do the Markhor and the Takin separately, because whilst they do see both animals on the tour, and it does highlight that, they only educate them on one. So we want to educate them on both animals. Then they're going to have an intermission at this point too. Then they're going to go see the grizzly bear. Then they'll see the butterflies. Then they'll have an intermission, and then they'll see the spectacled bear. And maybe the tour point ends up here. Rather than making them come all the way down, they can stay if they want and do that. So I think I'm going to move the tour point end to up here. Have the tour end around here. And they can decide where they want to go after that. But that seems good. Now we need to put it into a work zone as well. So I'm going to put this into the zoo work zone because it's not really on any of them so far. Okay, so all of that is connected up in the zoo work zone. And then we should be able to assign our staff to it. So I'm going to assign our educator, Scotty, to that work zone. And he should be able to do it. Now, they're all going to complain. Yeah, they've all got high workloads, but that's okay. We might need another educator to help out with that. But effectively, they should be able to do the tours. And then also, if they're done with a tour, they can go to any and do like any talks that come up. And in that sense, it might be better to have this one be on there. Yeah, I'm going to switch them around. So our two new ones are just doing animal talks. And then Garfield, our experienced educator, is doing talks when they're available, when he's nearby. But then he's also doing the tour. Because I think the tour is going to be, it's quite tiring for them. It's quite like a demand for the educators. So I want to make sure we're not like overdoing it. And this is now bustling in here. They love the Highland cows. That's so cool. Everyone's interacting. And we've missed donations up here, actually. We don't have any donation bins, which is not going to help our finances. Let's grab some donation boxes. Did we put them by the grizzly bear? We didn't. Oh my goodness, I've just been missing out on all the money. Let's put some donation boxes in. That seems good to me. Got a few in there. Yeah, look at that. That's awesome. I guess they're wandering very far out. Oh, you're going to go on the roof. Interesting choice. Maybe I shouldn't have let that be accessible via roof. I'm also just going to duplicate some of the heaters that we have because these are going to keep our guests much warmer. I'm going to put a nice little heater in here for them. And then another one in here. Maybe another couple. They'll start to heat up. I don't know why some of them have already heated more than others. They should be. Yeah, their current temperature is 1 degree. They'll be working up. Cool. We just want to get them done, basically. Oh my goodness, look at that! What has gone on there? What are they doing that for? Right, well, let's replace this item. It does seem a bit silly. It's so far down, but it's fine. It's where the fence is. You can always move it up slightly, like here. And I think that's probably good for, like, education stuff. Oh my goodness, I left this. I think we can safely delete that construction piece now that was floating. I don't think that's adding much to our zoo. No! Vixen's about to die of old age. It's the first reindeer to go. Oh, bless them. Well, maybe one of the... Oh, it can't be a daughter because it's Rudolph's daughter. We're going to have to get another female vixen in. But not now. I mean, she's not even cold. She's not even on the floor yet. She's a 5-star animal as well. That's going to hit us. Oh, no. There she goes. Okay, okay. Get the vet in. Get the vet in. Okay, we're going to get another reindeer. She'll never be the same, but we'll get another reindeer in. I think I'll get this young one in, actually. More time before we get hurt by her passing. And we'll send her to quarantine and get her into the habitat. And that's going to be Vixen too. I'm just going to keep the same names for all of them. Because they've got to be Santa's reindeer, don't they? Now, how's our vet research going on? Oh, pretty good. We're going around. Have we got more food? Yeah, food level 2 for the Markhor. I think we should do that. Where we have the food, I'd like to give everyone the higher quality food. So the Markhor should be food 2 now. Reindeer on grade 3, and what about Takin grade 2? Okay, well at least the Markhor and the Takin are both grade 2 now, in the same habitat. So that seems fair. But they haven't got all that watermelon and stuff yet. Look at this food quality. That's awesome. And we've got this space up here that I would like to use if possible. And I feel like this may be more ambitious than is actually sensible. Because I don't know how we're going to get guests up here. But I'd like to put a restaurant in. I really would. And I'm wondering, maybe we have the restaurant here, but then guests can go sit up here. That might be the better way to do it. Because restaurants are like a modular building. So if we take off tour here... And we can actually just type, well, we can put guest facilities and it'll come up. But your restaurant is like a huge kitchen, basically, that has an entrance to it. Where is it? There. As you can see here. So we need guests to walk in this way. And then there's a little, like, black void around the corner, like quarantine. And that's where the guests disappear. No, that's where they can then teleport to wherever your tables are. I'm thinking, if we put this building in, like, here... We can have an open kitchen that people can see into, which could be cool. But then also our guests can sit up here, and we can have the actual restaurant building up here that has a really nice view, like looking out. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to build in a little restaurant, and yeah, let's see where it takes us. Okay, that's built in. So you can see now, if we go through here, the guests like talk to this person here, and then they go into the void. And they'll teleport wherever we want them to. Now, our reindeer's past quarantine. Let's move her in. And then let's carry on with constructing this. So what I want to do, I think, is build a nice Arctic building here, and then, yeah, build it into the mountainside. And we can kind of imagine that there's a lift that goes up here and takes them to the higher level. Yeah, I think this will work. Okay, so I built a shell of a building. Obviously, this isn't decorated up, but this is enough to get started with here. So we've got, effectively, you can imagine there'd be like a lift system inside that would take everyone up. And in fact, we should probably just block off one of the sections here where that could feasibly be for realism. So I think I'll do that. I'm going to take this section out here and make this the lift. Okay, there we have a lift. There we are. So that lift will take everyone to every floor. And we can just put another little door on here that lets everyone out into this section here. But that's in keeping with the Arctic theme. Cool. So the shell of the building is in here. Now, how this restaurant functions is we can then put tables and chairs out in the rest of the restaurant. You go into the bins, benches, and security. They do have the restaurant tables here. We can choose between two different styles. I'm kind of thinking you'd want more of this, wouldn't you, if you're coming to eat somewhere? Maybe out here you'd have these. We're going to need some safety features because we can't just have everyone walk off the edge here. So I'm going to put a couple of bits in like this, but nothing crazy. I just think 1 meter high should be fine. And then I think we'll put some of these tables and chairs out here. And for this, we can choose a color scheme. So if we're keeping the kind of festive one we've been going for, it is next to the Polar Express, actually. It's next to our train. So maybe it could be the same, like, dark blues of that, honestly. That wouldn't be the worst. It's either that or we go for kind of a festive color. But then I think that's going to end up being very odd very quickly. Like, it's going to be very tacky very quickly because it's going to be like, what, red and green chairs? It's not going to look the best. So I'm thinking maybe we go for more down like the Polar Express line that we had. Okay, I actually kind of like this. It's very, we've gone with Polar Express, but when you know that that's the theme, it's literally the same colors as our train. Even like with the red seats. And the red seats are a bold move, but I do think it gives it a bit more character. So I think I'm going to leave them in. We can probably get a few tables in here if we're, you know, they can sit fairly close to the edge. Let's just think about how many we want to get in here. We want to have probably 4 or 5, don't we? It might even be nicer to have like 4 tables in up in this section. Because we're going to need mood. Oh, no, there'd be space here. We'd have a 5th one there, wouldn't we? We're going to have 5 and then the entrance there. I think that's good. And then we can put the same type of seating, but the other type of seating, but the same color in this section up here. And I think these would be nice. And it's already kept the same colors because I've been duplicating and stuff, I think. So I'm going to put a bit more seating in here and we'll see how that looks. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this now. I think it looks quite cute. And it's obviously incredibly gaudy, but that's what the festive spirit is about, isn't it? Let's move this tree back a little bit as well. I think that's a bit better in there. Although it is sticking out. It's because this mountain needs to be sorted out a little bit. There we go, that's a bit better. And look, the Polar Express is here and this restaurant is open. So what we can do is if we click on our restaurant, we can link the tables up. So let's link tables. And then I think this is it. Yeah, it's already got them, I think. Or do I have to click them? Oh, I've got to select them. So there's 5 here. We can have up to 20. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think that's pretty perfect capacity-wise. And then we're going to confirm the link. And I think then we can just set the prices for everything. So we can decide what we want to serve. I think I'm just going to leave everything as standard. I'll synchronize the cost at all restaurants in case we get another one. But we'll leave everything just as it is normally. And then we'll let people come in. And this is another place they can get food and drink, which is awesome. So when our tour stops for the intermission, maybe we should move this a little bit further along. And instead of stopping them here, let's move this to be over here by the bear one. Where do we put the bear tour point? Okay, I'm going to put this here. And then if we open the tour manager, we can select the tour point and just move the grizzly bear before. Perfect. Now, we're not charging for that tour either, but I think that's probably fine. We can leave everything how it is, and I might just change the purple to be white, because I think that looks a bit more festive, doesn't it? Blends in a bit more with our winter stuff. And our educators just need a little bit more training up, but they seem okay. Now we've got people waiting to sit in the restaurant, so they'll be seated by this very friendly person here. Look at our little wooden kitchen as well. And then they'll go up. And they'll jump into one of the tables. Yes, we've got people eating. How cool is that? They're eating in our beautiful festive restaurant. I think that's quite cool. It's a bit different, isn't it? And it's something that our zoo didn't have, but it definitely needed. For a bit of fun, a bit of life, we're still using this like mountaintop here. I did want it up here, but it's just so far away. And I think this still gives a pretty cool view. You know, you've got the train there. You've got the mountains that you can look upon. Like, I think that's quite cool. And the same here. These guys, you can see the mountains. You can see the train coming through and leaving. That's pretty cool. So I think I'm going to call it here for this video. Now the restaurant is complete. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like. It really helps the channel out. And I'll see you in the next one.